Hey everyone, today we're going to be checking out this Lenovo laptop. This machine is pretty old. I think it's a 2nd or 3rd Gen i5. The model number is Z500. I don't even know if it's worth it to repair this laptop. Now let's see what's wrong with this laptop. Plugging it in, pressing the power button, it seems to be normal and it's booting up fine. This is the main issue. The backlight seems to be unable to be changed by software. I've installed one of my own screens and it does look to be a little bit brighter, but it still cannot be controlled by the software itself. Now, what in a computer controls the screen brightness? Well, we all know that it's all controlled by the motherboard, so let me pull out the data sheet for the display wire. The LCD brightness control is controlled by the number 8 line and it is PWM. Now, PWM stands for pulse width modulation. This is the main module that controls the display brightness. The voltage for this PWM is from 0 volts to 3.3 volts, meaning it's the lowest brightness when it's at 0 volt and the highest brightness when it's at 3.3 volts. Now we have to take a multimeter to measure the number 8 line to see if it's normal voltage. Now right here I've taken the laptop apart and here is the LCD connector. It's counted from the left to right, so number 8 matches this resistor right here. So we can connect ground to this resistor directly and we can see that it's 0.03 volts, which is basically nothing. Now let's measure the voltage again while you're pressing the brightness up on the keyboard. Now I have my other hand pressing the brightness key and nothing is changing. It is staying at 0.038 volts. So it's safe to say that the problem is right here. It might be something that is shorted to ground. Let's check it out. The resistance is around 0.5, which is perfectly normal. There is no shorts, so let's look at the schematics again. So here's the schematics. Number 8 connects to two resistors. It's R431 and R430. It's strange that the R430 has an @ sign on top. What does an @ mean in a schematic? Well, it means it's non-existent. Now let's look at the R431. So you can see the R431 directly connects to the EC. So the EC is the ones that controlling the PWM signal for the display. We can clearly see from the schematic that it's directly connected to the EC on line 25. It's connected nowhere else. When we measure it, there's no short on the EC. We can 100% say that the EC is broken. After checking out the data, the EC for this laptop is only made specifically for this laptop, and you cannot just use a simple generic one. Now, we can custom order one from a website, but then this laptop is really old already. I don't think it's kind of worth it to spend all this money and waiting for the shipment. Like I mentioned before, this thing is at 0 volts currently, and then it will be maximum brightness at 3.3 volts. So let's try to get a 3.3 volt voltage directly hooked up to that point from the laptop. But then I really don't want to do that for a customer. Let's pull out the schematic. So you see that the PWM is actually controlled by 2 points. PCH and EC. PCH is the south bridge, and there is an @ at the south bridge, so it means there's nothing connected. So let's try removing the resistor to the south bridge. This should be pretty easy. The middle one is the south bridge. Now let's plug it in and see what's happening. Great, now we have a boot screen and it's going to Windows. Now you see, the brightness controls are actually working right now. So we can actually give it to Lenovo. Lenovo actually made a really good backup plan. If the EC fails, all you have to do is connect the resistor to the south bridge. Thank you guys for watching this quick video on how to repair the Lenovo Z500's display brightness controls. If you think this video is helpful, press the like button and subscribe for future videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.